What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Salami squad around the world? The Meat Bag is in the building here to bring you the Meat Picks NFL Week 9, baby. We are chugging along through this season. It's been some really fun football so far, and we're going to go ahead and break down these picks. This is what we've been doing. Before we get into that, Richie, I need you to pull up that graphic. I need you to see what we've been doing. I had a little positive week this week on 96, catching back up.
Whoa.
Man, who's in the lead right now? We got Jimmy going right now, going crazy on him. Man, I'm looking down bad there at the end. There's no credibility right there, dude. So we're going to go ahead and break into this. And hopefully I can get some picks. I can get myself back in that conversation to be able to be at the top there. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Recording this on a Thursday. We got a Thursday night game tonight between my Jets and the Colts. Jets obviously coming off a big win against the number 1 seed Bengals, believe it or not. Kind of dethroning that. Got Mike White at the helm. Got the jersey in the Hall of Fame. There was some stat he was like the first ever quarterback or second since like the 50s to do some bullshit. I don't remember, dude, but he was out there carving up. Now, did they do that again? Was that an outlier game? I don't know. Against a Colts team, maybe a good chance. Colts got in a battle last week. Them and the Titans, really good game. So I don't know. Jets coming off a big high. It was the first time I saw that team with the energy like that, man. Robert Saleh having some life there on the sideline. So I don't know, man. Obviously, I would not say the Jets are going to win this game, but maybe they can ride a little bit of that into this week, man. Like, I don't know. It'd be nice on a Thursday game. Seems like the Colts and the Jets always have these games for some reason. The past, 3 years, it's been, Colts-Jets on, a standalone night. But I don't know. I'm going to rock with my Jets on this one. I feel really good. I think the Colts are still really good, but I don't know, man. Mike White come out, or if he's hurt, I don't know who the third string is, but give me the Jets here, man. Those my guys.
I think you have a really good point. Not only the Bengals game, but them beating the brakes off the Titans was also a huge statement victory. They have the talent and they have the coaching to do well. I think the pieces are just a little too scattered at this point. I think the Colts really need to bounce back if they want to stay competitive in their division. So I'm taking the Colts here, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see a Jets upset tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually also going to go with the Jets here. I think that team rallied around Mike White. It was kind of crazy to watch them kind of come back against those Bengals there last week. I think they definitely have the means, if they could play like that every week, to win some games. I don't know if they could do it. I just like them at home here on a short week. I think they ride that energy and play a good game here against the Colts and maybe grind one out here. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
I'm going to ride on the Colts train here, go against all y'all here. I think this will be a high-scoring game here. Under-over sitting at 46 right now, so I do like the over. I think Mike White gets a couple tugs here, but I do think last week he was also a rookie with no expectation, just had an incredible game. So obviously there's some tape on him. Obviously it's going to be a little bit of a different situation. He also put in an extreme standard for himself out there. So he's obviously not going to live up to what he did in that last game, but I do think they'll score some points. I like Colts money line here getting the dub, but Jets are getting 10.5 on the spread. I also like that, but Colts money line.
I like the plus 10 there for the Jets if that's going to be the case. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Raiders and the Giants. A little situation here going on with the Raiders right now. Just some crazy stuff, man. A very unfortunate situation that's happening right now. So, does this affect this game? I think maybe a little bit. I think, with the Monday night game between the Giants and the Chiefs, obviously the Chiefs have been sort of falling apart a little bit this year. And then I know the Giants were able to sort of keep that game a little closer than, at least I thought. I know the Giants are bad, but, here's my thing. I think the Giants can be able to take advantage a little bit of what sort of is going on with the Raiders right now. I know with the Raiders, man, I'm sort of on the Raiders right now. I think Derek Carr's playing lights out. And my thing, listen, with Ruggs is, he hadn't even really been, I think, too much of an X factor for the team this year. He's obviously was a great playmaker and everything, but I don't necessarily think he makes or break this Raiders team. I think they'll figure it out. And Derek Carr, like I said, man, I think if he keeps going the way he is, he'll be in that MVP conversation. But I think with everything going on and sort of the Giants playing better, I guess, on Monday, I think they can maybe take advantage of this. I would think the Giants are better than that. So I'm going to go with them here. I think they're the underdog, but I'm going to rock with the Giants here just because the Raiders, a little turmoil. But I think the Raiders bounce back. But this game, give me the Giants.
I definitely see your point. The Giants do have a good chance of winning this game. I think the Raiders have gone through a bunch of turmoil this season, to say the least. But that being said, short week for New York. Derek Carr, like you
That's
said,
true.
is a better quarterback than I expected. I've never been on the Derek Carr, as it were. But he's proven me wrong this year. And like you said, Ruggs, terribly unfortunate accident, one mistake. I understand that. But regardless, from a football standpoint, I don't think made that huge of a difference, especially if Darren Waller's in the lineup. But then again, I don't know. The Giants have surprised me before this season. But that being said, give me the Raiders here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jimmy. I'm going to go with the Raiders also. Derek Carr, you guys are saying, I mean, I'm just preaching to the choir here, but he has been absolute lights out. Just kind of playing like a low-key MVP candidate, kind of. If the Raiders can keep it up and they can string a couple of wins here, I mean, he's definitely there. That division is possible. They can come up and win.
Yeah.
We'll see. Not going to count him out, that's for sure, with the way the Chiefs are playing. But yeah, like you're saying, Henry Ruggs, of course, unfortunate, but he wasn't that big in that offense. Raiders kind of Derek Carr known for spreading it around the offense with Waller. You got Jacobs there, of course, Brian Edwards, Hunter Renfrow, all those guys over there on offense. Their offense is not the problem there for sure. They could definitely put together some points and some offense. And they've shown all season, obviously, after the John Gruden thing, they can put together a win after some turmoil. So it hasn't held them back before. I think they come out and get a big win here this week too.
I'm with you, boys. I think Raiders get the dub here. I think it is a close one. This Giants team's just super unpredictable week after week. It seems like their offense is like super on and super off, kind of like the Saints. But I think it'll be a close one, field goal type game, maybe 4 or 5 point, but Raider W.
Raider W. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Falcons and the Saints. And I'm just going to say I'm going to rock with the Falcons here. Saints, to me, obviously losing Jameis for the year, ACL, hate to see that. Wanted to see that brother get a chance. But, the Falcons, I think, can just take advantage. We also got confirmation Michael Thomas will be out for the whole entire season, which, I mean, you need some guys to run some slants, I guess. But give me the Falcons here, man. I don't know. Two weird teams to me. Obviously, I think for the past 3 years, the Falcons have been underperforming. And, this year with the Saints, it's been a little up and down and whatnot. But I think with the Falcons, they're starting to get Pitts involved a little bit. Cordell Patterson's looking really good. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to rock with the Falcons here to sort of take advantage of Jameis being out. What's Taysom Hill going to do?
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm rocking with the Saints here. I think they came off a huge statement win against the Bucs. Granted, I think that is just a division rivalry. I think that they do that again from last year. They're just keeping the ball rolling. The Falcons can definitely win this game. I think that we've been down bad on them for a while. But that offense is pretty good. But I think the big factor why I picked the Saints was Calvin Ridley as well. That's a huge part of their offense. He's Ryan's favorite target. And I hope the best for him. It's a huge deal going through anxiety like that. And I wish the best for him. I hope he gets back in the NFL soon. But the Saints, I think, are on a high right now. I think they're going to roll into this game with their socks high and their helmets on tight, and they're going to come here and get a nice, tight victory against the division rival Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons here for no other reason really other than they're the home team, and I didn't really know who was going to win this game. I think it's really a toss-up, especially, like you said, after Jameis is out for the year. I mean, I think these are two teams that are kind of in no man's land right now. I don't really think either of them have like they play great some weeks and they play terrible other weeks. So, I mean, both these teams are kind of wishy-washy on every other week, kind of don't know where they're going to be. So I just picked the Falcons, I think, home field advantage here this week.
I agree with you. Complete toss-up this game, but I'm going to ride with the Saints. I've been saying it. We haven't seen Taysom Hill. I think this is the game. Finally gets his QB starts. He's been wanting so bad, so we'll see if he can do something with it. So I'm going to ride with the Saints there.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. We're talking the Buffalo Bills and the Jaguars. Bills, I mean, come on. I don't really think we got to say anything. You guys thought Jacksonville was going to beat Seattle last week. I don't know what you guys are smoking. That's a dog shit football team. Trevor Lawrence looks good. They have some pieces, but that's just a terrible top-to-bottom organization football team. Urban Meyer, it's not there. So give me Buffalo here. Buffalo's rolling, so let me rock with them.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit I made a mistake last week picking the old Jags against Seattle. Proving me wrong per usual, but yeah, the Bills are just the better team. I don't have much to say about this one. Give me the Bills.
Yep, not gonna even say anything. Bills are gonna crush them.
Bills, and they cover 14.5.
Yeah, no, I would definitely nail that home. So going to go ahead and move out to the next game, talking Browns and the Bengals. Another team here with the Browns, and mistake me if I'm wrong, dude. We got about a year and a half worth of tape of me saying everything that's been coming out, the whole Odell thing going on, bro. Like I told y'all from the jump, like that just was not going to work. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. So they got some stuff going on. You got Odell's dad posting videos on Instagram, just some stuff going on. So, I will give Cleveland some credit. When things like this do happen, when they have the underdog mentality, Cleveland kind of goes out there and perform. It's when they start overachieving is what I think when they start letting off the gas. So I do think they can pull this game out from underneath the Bengals. Because here's my thing with the Bengals is lights out if they have been playing Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I still don't know if I'd be comfortable calling them like a playoff team and everything like that. I think they're just playing really, really good. I still think they're young. So I'm actually going to go with the Browns here. I think they just kind of, like I said, they go into this game, have this underdog mentality that they do. Baker's going to chirp at a press conference and stuff like that. They usually do that. It's a cycle with these guys. So I will take them here. I do think they are the better team than Cincinnati, so I'm going to rock with them here. But tell me I'm wrong, dude. I've been saying that for years, dude. Odell not working.
I agree. No, but I picked the Bengals to win this game, and I'm going to stand by it. But that argument really changed my perspective. I really do think that this is well, first off, for me, I think it's so hard to pick a rivalry game in any league, any sport.
Yeah.
A division rivalry game is so tough because it has that extra oomph where you want to beat the brakes off your opposing team. I don't know. I think that the Browns season is just in a downward spiral. With saying that, they're desperate. They want to win. So I think they're going to fight really hard. I don't know. I just think Joe Burrow comes out and has a game. Give me the Bengals here on a whim.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns here. Again, another team, just kind of like a home team game here, home field advantage. Maybe, like you said, a rivalry game is obviously huge for both teams. Both teams need a win here. I just think Baker, if he's a little more healthy and he can come out, I mean, obviously hand that ball. Same thing with Nick Chubb. They get some running backs in there. That's what they do best with that offensive line that's absolutely crushing it this year. I mean, if they can get like Myles Garrett can get into Joe Burrow's face, then, I mean, I think the defense can kind of step up and the Browns can get a win here. I think it's going to be a grindhouse win, but I think the Browns are going to take it down.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on the Browns here. I think Joe Burrow's going to take some fucking damage in this game. It's going to look like last year we were saying, let's just protect this boy before the injury. I mean, he's going to get pressured a lot. I think they're going to get to him as well. Browns are sitting right now plus 115 on the money line underdog. I'm hammering that all day. I think Browns are just going to win this game. I do agree that's going to be close. This Cincinnati offense is lights out, just putting up points, but just think the Browns are a better team. We're probably going to see Nick Chubb come back this game from injury. Ernest Johnson been eating that run game is ridiculous. And even when Odell was out there, like he wasn't catching the ball. So it's like they have other people out there that are going to get the job done. So give me the Browns all day on this one.
Give me the Brownies. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. We're talking the Patriots and the Panthers. Here's my thing with this game. You get a return of Stephon Gilmore. We saw him get active last game. I think he got himself an INT. Here's my thing. I think all in all, I'm chalking most of the Patriots wins up this year to the coaching. I mean, obviously Mac Jones, I think from a quarterback standpoint is clearly far ahead of anybody else who's been playing very, very solid. But the Patriots just look tight, man. They look really good. They keep it simple. It's definitely obviously very, very scripted offense and everything, but it's kind of been working. Sometimes it hasn't. And I mean, the Panthers for me right now are just a little up and down. I really, really like the Panthers team, man. I like the weapons they have. We saw Sam Darnold take himself a nasty lick through a hospital pass to Robbie Anderson, saw his shit get blown up. So, I mean, I don't know. PJ Walker, does he start this game? Like, I don't know what's really going on with the Panthers. I still think they're a couple of years from being where they need to be. So I think they just get out coached this game. I do like Carolina's secondary to be able to shake some things up, bring some really good coverage. But all in all, just New England, the run game, the offensive line, Mac Jones doing a little dink and dunk. I think they pull this one away here.
Yeah, I agree. The Patriots have just turned it around. I think that they didn't expect Mac Jones to be this good this early. That being said, though, they're rolling. I think that Chargers win was a statement win. Shows that why that Bill Belichick is still the best coach of all time, in my opinion. But yeah, even if the Panthers get McCaffrey back, he's not going to make much of a difference. I'm really, really down bad on Sam Darnold. He's really disappointed me this year. We all were super hype on them, for the first 3 games this season when they went 3-0 against shit teams. But yeah, it's tough to see them turn their season around. But give me the Patriots here very, very easily.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going to go with the Pats here. Jimmy, you just said it for me. But, yeah, Sam Darnold, after impressing those first 3 games, has really taken it down. I mean, obviously he's injured now, but, was just not playing a great last few games, just throwing just some whack interceptions, just not getting the ball to where it needs to go. But, yeah, and the Patriots just look like one of those old teams, like those old New England teams with young Brady just running the ball, passing it where you got to, some little short slant routes, nothing crazy over the top, and then just, running the ball, playing good on defense. It just seems like one of those old-fashioned Bill Belichick New England teams.
Take what they give you.
Win the game. That's all you need to do, and that's kind of what they're doing right now. So, yeah, I got the Pats here.
I'm on the Pats as well. I think both these teams are on opposite sides of 4-4, where the Panthers, started really good in the season, are just trended downwards, where the Pats are going up. I like Stephon Gilmore, homecoming game, even though it's in Carolina. Hopefully we can get a pick, shout out the boy. But I'm never going to put my word on P.J. Tucker to win me a game. So give me the Patriots here.
Yeah, I'm with that. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Broncos and the Cowboys. Another little situation, Broncos trading away Von Miller, big shout out, legend, Hall of Famer, no doubt, first ballot. But I think on the other end things, Broncos were a team, like I said, started off real, real hot, starting to really fall apart. I mean, this is kind of just Teddy Bridgewater for you. Like, he wins you games, he's going to lose you games. Still a better option than Drew Lock. But I still like the Broncos foundation. I'm not going to lie, I really do. But as painful as it hurts me to say, man, the Cowboys are a really good football team. They're finally starting to play like how they should be, man. I mean, that roster is star-studded. They play really good. So I don't know if they wash him here, but I mean, I think I got him getting the dub here, man. I genuinely believe that this Cowboys team is, I mean, at least NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't doubt that. I really think they can make it out. So give me the Cowboys here. Give me the boys.
Yeah, I really, really don't want to agree with you, but I have to. Dallas is just, they're a train. Hopefully they turn into a train wreck, but right now they're a locomotive just going through these games. I'm calling this to be a wash. I see the Cowboys continue to do well. If Dak comes back, it'll be a wash. Even if they have that
Cooper Rush
guy. I mean, yeah, he's serviceable. I mean, he's a great backup. I mean, but I think even if whatever quarterback they start, they're still going to win. Yeah, I mean, I hopefully they fuck up somewhere down the road.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think the Cowboys kind of take this one home pretty easily. The Broncos, like you said, are kind of just going down the shithole. Seems like you said, Teddy Bridgewater is just kind of in the same boat as Sam Darnold here. Started hot, and now is just kind of tailing off a little bit. So, yeah, I got the Cowboys here. Not happy about it, but it's going to be them.
Cowboys complete wash here. Dak is coming back, confirmed. Broncos were just starting to look good. Just lost their offensive tackle and Noah Fant out on COVID-19 list. I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Cowboys gonna smash them.
Cowboys gonna smash them. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Vikings and the Ravens here. We saw the Kirk Cousins, dude, primetime football, dude, just can't get it done. I mean, this is a 1:00 game, so I will give him a chance. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback when the lights aren't on like that. And I mean, with the Ravens here on the other end, I mean, I think all in all, it's a tough one for me. I'm not going to lie. The Ravens were on bye last week, so I think they come. I think they're rested. And like I said, I think the Vikings lost a tough one there to the Cowboys. So I don't know, man. The Vikings for me are a weird team. It's another team where I feel like it's just kind of in nowhere's land right there. Kirk Cousins to me just really isn't going to move the needle at the end of the day. And obviously with the playmaker that Lamar Jackson is with the Ravens, I think I'll always give him the edge over a team like this. So I'm going to go ahead and rock with the Ravens here.
Against my better judgment, I'm picking the Vikings only because they don't drift too far from 500 and they're 3-4 at the moment. So I think that they are going to miraculously pull out a victory. Cousins is going to look like MVP. Thielen to have 2 touchdowns. Jefferson will have another one. It'll be one of those games where like, what the hell did I just watch? But besides that, the Ravens are a better team in terms of quarterback play and run game. But yeah, give me the Vikings here on a miracle.
I disagree with you, Jimmy. I think there's no way the Ravens lose this game coming off a bye here. I mean, I think you just got Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson off a bye. It's kind of they got 2 weeks to plan for a Vikings offense that, frankly, but Kirk Cousins. I mean, how hard is Kirk Cousins to plan for? Let's be honest here. I mean, I get it. He's Kirk at a 1 p.m., but I don't know. I feel you got 2 weeks to plan for Kirk Cousins. You can figure something out. So, yeah, I just think the Ravens are going to win here. I think coming off a bye, they're going to be a little more fresh, frankly.
Yeah, great points. And I pretty much agree with you there. I feel like the Vikings always figure out a way to like play better than you expect they're gonna, but still lose the fucking game. So I'm on the Ravens here, but I think it will be a close one. Under over sitting at 49.5 right here. I like the over on this. Both these offenses, like the points, Lamar anytime touchdown score, give me that. But Ravens win the game here.
I think so too. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Texans and the Dolphins. Texans were able to run up a little garbage time, action against the Rams in that last game. And, I think we all knew how Texans seasons was going to go. Miami, on the other hand, man, I didn't really expect this at all, man. Like, I really, coming off 10-6, rifling off like 5 in a row to end last year. Yeah, do I still think fundamentally they're a pretty solid team? Like I do. I think they're like better than, the Jets and the Jaguars. I really don't want to put them in that category and the Giants and those because I think they're a better team. But they got to figure out what's going on with Tua and really tighten that up. There's rumors Devontae Parker, potential release, he was going to get traded, deadline and whatnot. But so I do think they edge out the Texans here. I think they're a better football team. The Dolphins really, really need this win. They absolutely need this win. I mean, the Texans kind of a loss. So give me the Dolphins here. I think they come out. They got a little chip on their shoulder and about that. So give me the Dolphins here.
Yeah, I have the Dolphins by like a point or 2. This will be an ugly, ugly affair. Like you said, I think the score last week for the Texans was inflated. Obviously, garbage time. The Rams are just like, have fun with it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really want the Dolphins to lose only because we get a better draft pick, obviously, for the Birds. But yeah, I think they pull it out. I'm not sure how. I mean, I think, again, what Shirk said, there's a fundamentally better team. So I'm picking the Dolphins.
I'm going to go the other way here, guys. I'm actually going to go with the Texans. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Tyrod Taylor is coming back this week. That is confirmed. Yep. Yeah, that is confirmed this week. So I think Tyrod Taylor brings just like a different energy to this Texans team. He's a guy that goes out there and he always is trying to win no matter what the team. I mean, we've seen him bring worse teams to win. So, I mean, I just feel like he can come out and maybe rally this team for like one game and they can get a win here against a pretty poor Dolphins team. But yeah, I just think because Tyrod Taylor coming back, I think that might be the X factor here for them to get a win.
I'm on the Texans for the exact same reason as Cruz. I think Tyrod Taylor ends up getting it done here. Both these teams just dog shit, sitting at 1-7 here. But I'm gonna ride with the Texans. Upset,
yeah. No, I mean it would make sense for sure. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Chargers and the Eagles. And you know what, Cruz, I'm gonna kind of use this argument against this game as well. You were talking about the Ravens, where I think just with the bye. I mean, listen, I'll give the Eagles a lot of credit right here. I mean, obviously playing against Detroit, so, I mean, it kind of is what it is, but ran up some yards, boys. Them boys were running the field out there, and so that was impressive. And I think what made it more impressive, not taking anything away from Jalen Hurts, but he didn't really do anything that game. That was straight running the football. Shout out Jordan Howard, who's the other little fella they got there running the ball. And so, I mean, can they use that? There were great positives in that game, 100%. But like I said, I just think the Chargers are such a better football team and they're having a week to prepare for this. I don't think, the Eagles offense is that complicated to where they're going to struggle. Chargers have a really, really good front seven coming into this game. And, I think they get the dub here. I will admit though, the Eagles look really good that last game, but it was against the Lions. So I can't give them too much. And like I said, you got fresh legs here for the Chargers. I think Herbert comes out, drops like 400 on y'all ass.
All right. So here's where I'm at. I picked the Eagles to win, so put that on the board. I picked the Eagles to win, but the more I look at it, I'm like, this might be a big L. I think the reason why I picked them, besides fan bias, of course, I think the Lions obviously are a historically bad team. However, they have had some close games. Like they lost to the Ravens by a 60-yard field goal. Like that's something to pay attention to. Obviously, again, we're talking about the worst franchise in NFL history. I get it. But they look good. I think that when I say they look good, they stuck to what they need to do best, which is run the damn ball. Their O-line, when healthy, is absolutely fantastic. You cannot argue that they don't have a great offensive line when they're all healthy. They have two good running backs at this point. Sanders obviously hurt, but they still have two serviceable running backs. But yeah, I picked the Eagles. I don't expect them to win, but it's a Hail Mary pick.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to pick the Eagles here, but I don't think they can get it done against the Chargers. I just think the Chargers are one of the better teams in the league this year. I mean, they've shown it. They kind of go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league this year. Justin Herbert is that dude there. Mike Williams kind of showing out this year. Like you said, he's kind of coming into that, like, star-studded number one role over there with Keenan Allen, kind of going into, like, number two kind of Adam Thielen type role. But, yeah, I like what the Chargers are doing. The Eagles, obviously, super fun to watch last week, running up some yards, like you guys are saying. Finally, Nick Sirianni figured out what to do, how to win a game. But, yeah, I think the Chargers are going to win here. But, I mean, I think the Eagles can definitely put up a fight.
This is a tough one for me. I mean, I just honestly didn't want to pick this game. This is the one I want to stay out of because just on paper, I mean, how do you not pick the Chargers? I think they're just kind of a better team overall. But I'm just going to ride with the boys here. All right. I'm talking 28-24 win at the link. No specific reason. All the stats, everything is pointing towards the Chargers here. But obviously, Eagles just beat the shit out of Detroit, which really means nothing. But I think, in the team, in the locker room, they really needed that. So I'm hoping they can figure out the passing game this week, seem to figure out the run game last week. I'm just going to ride with them. I don't feel good about it, though.
Dude, fucking shout out Sirianni, dude. That dude's a fucking dweeb, dude.
plant in the soil or whatever.
A little twerp, bro. Just a little twerp. We were going to go ahead and move on to the next game. I'm talking the Packers and the Chiefs. Packers do a little Aaron Rodgers, bro, finessing the media out his vaccination status and all that deal. I don't know what's going on with that situation. I mean, dude, is this the first time we get some Jordan Love action out there, bro? Like, dude, does it all make sense with this game? Like, does it all come full circle? Maybe this dude goes out there and just throws some darts, or maybe he goes out there and gets smashed. I don't know what we're about to see. And so with that being said, I will go with the Chiefs, man. I think the win over the Giants, granted, being the Giants was absolutely huge for that team. And I mean, I still think Kansas City's a good team. They're just having a little down bad right now. I'll still give them the benefit of the doubt. And just with no Aaron Rodgers, man, I will admit that last game, the stat sheet won't show it, but that game against Arizona, man, I mean, that was pretty historic, man. That was really, really impressive what Aaron Rodgers pulled out that night. But no Aaron Rodgers. You're getting a rookie Jordan Love who I don't know if he's got it like that. Give me the Chiefs here, man. They can take advantage of that.
Yeah, I picked Green Bay to win this game. However, I forgot that Rodgers was out. But fuck it, I'll ride with them. I'm the best at picking games anyway, so maybe I'll get some luck there.
Maybe,
but, yeah, if they're gonna win this game, it's gonna be on the ground. Aaron Jones will be back, I think. I think Devontae Adams is back as well. So I mean, that obviously isn't the full solution to this problem. Aaron Rodgers is a beast. So good. One of the best throwers of the ball of all time, in my opinion. Chiefs defense still looked atrocious. They let the Giants run all over them. They looked horrendous. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. I don't know. It's just great franchise. There's a great franchise. Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Green Bay here, actually, too. Jimmy, I'm kind of in the same boat for you. I forgot that Aaron Rodgers was out, but, like, even now I'm thinking about it, I just feel like they can definitely pull out a win. Jordan Love, I mean, like you said, George, we don't know what's going to happen. Like, I feel like the Packers kind of been keeping him quiet. Nobody really knows if he's been good or if he's been bad in training camp. Nobody hears anything about Jordan Love over there. They kind of keep it quiet with Rodgers balling. So I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like I feel like he could definitely come out and kind of Mike White style surprise some people, and no report on him, and maybe he comes out and I think they get a win. I mean, the Chiefs obviously have looked not like the Chiefs, not like they've been bad, but they definitely have not been the Chiefs of old as we've seen recently. So yeah, I think the Packers can definitely pull one out here.
I'm on the Packers as well. I think there's a super tight one. Packers are getting 7.5 points right here. I think is money against the Chiefs, who are 3-15-1 against the spread in their last 19, just never cover. So I'm taking Packers spread as well as money line here. We're getting Devontae Adams back, Bakhtiari on the line back, as well as Allen Lazard. So everyone's back. Aaron Rodgers is out, obviously. I think this is a big test for Matt LaFleur. We haven't really seen this offense operate without Aaron Rodgers. And I can guarantee you he has a lot more control over it, than Matt LaFleur does. So big difference getting Jordan Love in there, having a rookie, run your offense. And honestly, Matt LaFleur is probably going to have to be a lot more involved in the play calling. And, he's not going to have Aaron Rodgers to check down everything. So it's going to be a very different type game for the Packers. But I think they figure it out. They figured it out last week, so I'm on them again this week.
Yep, so going to go ahead and move on to the next game. I'm talking the Cardinals and the 49ers. I'm calling it right now. Downfall of the Cardinals. I'm telling you, man, this is going to happen. I think the 49ers look pretty sharp, albeit against Chicago. But I don't know, man. You got J.J. Watt out, D-Hop a little hobbling around there. So, I mean, I don't know. Kyler Murray's obviously a beast. He's going to be able to find the ball to anybody, and get that ball shared around. But I'm going to just go with the Niners here, man. I don't know. I want them to run the rock. I don't know. It's just I feel it in my stones, man. Give me the Niners here. I don't think the Cardinals are going to shake things up this year. I think the hype was real. Really, really fun team to watch, but they're not going to do nothing.
I actually really appreciate your point there. I did pick the Cards to win, but I think that if this was to be – I think the 49ers are underdogs here. If this was an underdog game to pick, I'd pick the Niners.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I agree. I think that they might be a flash-in-the-pan team. I certainly hope not, only because I want them to rival Dallas. And I want my boy Zach Ertz to do well, go to maybe get another chip or two. But that being said, though, I don't know. I mean, I think historically the Niners have beaten the brakes off the Cards a lot. I think that they have a chip on their shoulder, that being the Cards. So give me the Cards here. See what happens.
Yeah, another divisional game here. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray has just obviously been a beast. I mean, even though losing J.J. Watt hurts, like these dudes, they got players. They got dogs on both offense and defense, both sides of the ball here for the Cardinals. I think this is a team built to sustain some success this year. And yeah, I think the Niners, while they're good, I think Garoppolo is starting again this week. And I don't know, I'm not sure that he's the guy there. I think Trey Lance, they're just kind of waiting for him to come along, and he's the long-term plan. So I'm not sure how much confidence they have in Garoppolo. Obviously, handing the ball off to Eli Mitchell is pretty easy. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Cardinals just come out here and get a W.
In this game, we're going to see San Francisco, George Kittle return here with Jimmy G. So, look for him to make a splash. But with that being said, I'm still on the Cardinals here. I think it's a close game, like 23-20, something like that, close type game. But I just think Cardinals are a better team. Kyler Murray, a little shook up with the ankle, missing a couple practices this week, probably still going to play. And then, like Raji was saying too, D-Hop with the hamstrings, a little scary, probably going to sit a game or two. So, I don't really know who's going to score for him, but Christian Kirk going to end up with like 2 touchdowns or something. So give me the Cardinals.
Give them the Cards. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Titans and the Rams. It's going to be a good one, I'm telling you. Obviously, the Titans coming off a real tight game against the Colts. It was there, and my thing here, and I think ultimately why I am going to go with the Rams, I mean, 2 reasons. Obviously, Derrick Henry being out. They are picking up AP, so shout out AD all day, going in there, maybe getting a shot. I don't know if he plays this game because he's on the practice squad right now. I think the Rams get it done because, one, Matt Stafford is on absolute fire. They obviously just added Von Miller to that already scary defense. And that's my thing. The Titans, to me, have had too many, I think, close games like that this season, albeit they won against the Titans and they did lose one against the Jets. I've been seeing that. I haven't really seen, besides the Chief games, the Titans just get a clean-cut, clear win like that. They've been kind of really fighting in there. So I think they're going to be a little beat up this game, a little tired. Ryan Tannehill is going to have to be on point. If they win this game, it's going to be on Tannehill. He's going to have to make those throws. I think with the Rams right now and sort of just the trajectory they're on, I mean, I think besides maybe Tampa Bay, this is the best team in the NFC. Green Bay is probably also in that conversation. But give me the Rams here. I think they just keep rolling. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. I think Rams just edge it out.
I also picked the Rams to win this one. X factor being the loss of Derrick Henry. Talk about a guy whose offense is pivotal on him. He just does so many things so well. So he's just so dominant. I think the Titans are an excellent team. I think that they are built very well. Defense is better than I thought they were going to be this year.
Yeah.
I think the Rams are just so hot. Matt Stafford. I really think that it's McVay more than Stafford, honestly. It might be a little bit of a hot take. But McVay just knows how to he knows how to build such a strong offense around what he has. And now he has this great team around him. So, yeah, I like the Rams here. But, again, shootout, super close game.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to win this too. I think they're going to win it pretty easily. I think for one reason, I think the Titans had in my opinion, the leading MVP candidate with Derrick Henry. I think he was in that conversation. I think he was leading it. And I think that's going to show this week, at least for the first week. Maybe they figure it out, like you said, with AP. They can kind of figure out how to go and transition without Derrick Henry. But I'm just not sure this first week they're going to be able to figure it out against a really, really good and deep Rams team. But, yeah, I just think the Rams are going to win it here. I think this first week is going to kind of be like a transition period for the Titans to figure out how this offense is going to work, not handing the ball off to Derrick Henry 35 times. Look out also on the Rams, Van Jefferson, releasing Deshaun Jackson. I think Van Jefferson is going to get some playing time. He's going to be a guy to watch on that offense. But, yeah, I think the Rams take this one going away.
I really do like what y'all saying about the Rams, but I'm just going to take the Titans on this one. I agree as well. High shootout score game here. What the fuck? But yeah, give me the Titans money lines. Massive underdogs coming into this, plus 300. I don't know. We're getting Adrian Peterson versus Von Miller in a Rams Titans game. Like, what's going on in the NFL right now? Kind of crazy, but I don't know. I just like the Titans. I feel like they kind of figure out these games that they have no business winning. I feel like they just keep winning them. So give me them.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the last game of NFL Week 9. We got Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is just kind of just like two not fun teams to watch. Listen, I think the Bears last week, although they lost, big takeaway was I saw some things from Fields that I thought were pretty impressive, made a really solid little scramble run play. And listen, here's my thing with Pittsburgh. I know we've said it multiple times on here. I especially while Tomlin's still the coach, I want to say it's still a good football team. Obviously, Big Ben has fallen apart. But I will give the Steelers credit. Najee Harris coming along very, very well. Past 2 weeks has really been a big, strong boy, dude. And so they've been able to sort of figure that out. My thing here is, the Steelers have been winning some games, but they've just been really sloppy. That Cleveland game, I think, was just sloppy, 15-10. Obviously big defensive plays and whatnot, but I don't know if Chicago, man, I don't know. I don't trust Justin Fields all the way. And other than that, I just don't really got anything else that I'm scared of. So give me Steelers.
I picked the Bears to win this one only because I think it'll be a battle of the defenses. And I think Chicago's defense is better than the Steelers. Big Ben, we keep talking about how bad he is, and he just keeps getting worse. I can't believe they didn't go all in and try to get a quarterback this year. I don't know what the hell the Steelers were thinking. I have no idea. And like you said, Church, Fields had a good game. Obviously they lost, but he looked good. And I think if Matt Nagy learned anything, it's that he shouldn't call the plays. Obviously, he wasn't coaching. He wasn't calling the plays. And his team looked really good against a really stacked Niners defense, too. So, give me the Bears here in a 4-turnover game, maybe even 5 turnovers on each side. So give me 10 turnovers here, defensive battle.
Yeah, I don't think either of these teams should get a win from this game. But if one of them got a win, I'm going to pick the Bears. Like you guys are saying, Big Ben has been terrible. You know my hatred for Big Ben. I'm not going to harp on it anymore. But yeah, I do think the Bears take it out. Like you said, Justin Fields had a good game last week. I think he might build on that this week, and I think they can put together a win here. A sloppy one, but a win.
Yeah, shout out Justin Fields. Definitely had the best game of his career so far last week. Didn't result in a dub, but, got some good footage out there on him, so that's great. But I think besides Big Ben, the Steelers are just a pretty solid, borderline elite team. They got hitters everywhere, defense, offense. I just like their squad. So give me them all day. Heinz Field in Pittsburgh right now. They got a little place kicker mishap going on. I don't even think they have a kicker right now, but right. They're still going to get a dub. Like, no way the Bears win this. I don't think the Bears score more than 7 points here.
All right.
True, that's tough. Yeah. But I agree. All right, so with that being said, that's NFL Week 9, man. It's going to be a fun. We got some Jets action coming up. Definitely hyped to watch that. Real quick, though, before we go, Richie, let's get that graphic up one more time. Let's see them. Take a good, hard look. That will not look the same come next week. I really hope I nail every single one of my picks right here. But we will see, man. NFL has been electric this season. Always love it. Plenty more football to go. So that being said, the Meat Pack Salami Squad, get the fuck out of here.
Perfect.